It is the most easy topic which we have been discussed in your chemistry textbook in your 12th class. The chemical kinetics has been involved with the topic surface chemistry, which is your fifth chapter. So first of all, my point is, why are we going to discuss the chapter chemical kinetics? Why do we need to discuss a new chapter? But you have understood that our chemistry has been divided into two types: classical chemistry, modern chemistry. The classical chemistry includes thermodynamics, chemical equilibria, okay. Now first point I want to say, हमने जितने भी टॉपिक पढ़े हैं, either it was thermodynamics or it was the chemical equilibria, please keep in your mind that thermodynamics and chemical equilibria told us about the reaction, either we can say extent or we can say prediction. Okay, if there is any kind of doubt or query, but you may ask me, please mute your mic. There is happening so much disturbance. Please mute your mic, everyone. All right. So I'm talking about thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is something which only tells about the reaction prediction. It tells us taking place or not. Okay. For example, if I'm saying that there are the reactant R, it is converting to product P. Thermodynamics would only tell us that the reaction is taking place. Okay. If I'm talking about the chemical equilibria, it would tell us that the reaction is taking place 80%, 60%, 50%. बात समझ में आ रही है? This both are of your 11th chapter. But no out of these classical concepts have told us about the speed, about the rate of reaction. हमें आज तक किसी ने ये नहीं बताया कि मेरी जो रिएक्टेंट और प्रोडक्ट में कन्वर्ट हो रहा है वो कितने टाइम में होगा, वो कितनी स्पीडली होगा. ओके. For example, if I'm taking example of diamond, somebody has told to the chemist that diamond has been converted to graphite after some time. Okay, they told that diamond after some time starts converting into graphite. But उसका जो prediction है, उसका जो rate है, वो इतना slow है that most of the scientists thought that diamond cannot change into graphite. But chemical kinetics told us that you have to wait for 50 to 100 years. After that, the diamond would change into the graphite. Okay. So for calculating the rate of reaction, which is very important, which is very crucial for us, we have to study the chemical kinetics. So I would like to define chemical kinetics is the branch of chemistry. Chemical kinetics is the branch of chemistry which deals with the rate of reaction, speed of the reaction, as well as the, I would like to say, factors. For example, temperature, pressure, concentration is known to be chemical kinetics. बन रही है जी बात? Chemical kinetics not only give us about the rate of reaction, about the speed of reaction, it also tells us about the factors. For example, temperature, pressure, concentration. You must have remembered that how a milk can be converted into curd. You must have seen your mothers working in your kitchen, or if you are working in your kitchen, you must have seen that how does milk is converted to curd. Sometimes we just make that milk under the fan, under the AC, so that milk would be a little bit colder, and then we would add some butter into it so that it would convert into curd. Sometime in the winter we would just cover it, we just wrap it with some some cloth, some warm cloth, so that it would be a little bit lukewarm, and then we would add butter into it to make it curd. तो ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है कि कभी हम उसको ठंडा कर रहे हैं, कभी हम उसको गर्म कर रहे हैं? Why is it so? Because This is known as chemical kinetics, जो हमें बताता है we need a particular temperature, only that my reaction would be faster, my milk would be converted into curd. बात समझ में आ रही है? So it not only tells us about the speed, it also tells us about the factor on which my rate of reaction depends. Clear? Now let's move to the next point. How we can calculate the rate of reaction. This was all about the introduction of chemical kinetics. I hope you have got the idea. Let's move to the next question. The rate of chemical reaction. Okay. For calculating the rate of chemical reaction, आपको पता तो पहले से है, but you have to write it in the numerical term. You have to write it in the numerical formula. For example, I am taking a hypothetical equation. For example, I'm saying that my reactant is converting to product. Now, the point here is some reactions are super fast. For example, ionic reaction. For example, I'm saying that my silver chloride, it is heated in the presence of air and it is easily converted to silver positive and chloride ion. They are super fast. Some are very slow, some are average. So each thing tells us that the rate of reaction depends whether how much time reactant takes place to get decomposed so that it would convert into the product. दोबारा सुनिए, the rate of reaction tells us how speedily my reactant is getting decomposed and the formation of product would happen with respect to time, because I have told you that it tells us about the speed, it tells us about the time. Okay, so we can say the D suggests us, I would like to say, change in the concentration of reactant with respect to change in the temperature, that would be equal to change in the formation of product with respect to change in the temperature. But since my reactant is getting decomposed, we would add a negative sign over here. Am I clear or not? This is known to be rate of reaction, which tells us my reactant is getting decomposed with respect to temperature. This is known to be negative sign. Why? Because my reactant is getting decomposed, but my product is having formation. That means the concentration of product is more and more, so we will place it a positive sign with respect to temperature. This is known to be rate of reaction. Clear? Now let's see a few examples who would elaborate your topic more. Okay. Firstly, my rate of reaction are of two types: average rate and instantaneous rate. If I'm talking about the average rate, it tells us, that if my reaction is taking place, for example, this is my reaction which is taking place with respect to time. This is concentration changes. This is time. 0 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and so on. अगर हम ये कैलकुलेट करना है कि इतने टाइम इंटरवल के दौरान मेरा जो रिएक्टेंट है वो कितनी जल्दी डिकम्पोज हुआ है या मेरा जो प्रोडक्ट है वो कितनी जल्दी फॉर्म हुआ है, that is known to be average rate of reaction. Please listen it again. If we have to calculate my rate of reaction in a particular time interval, we can easily calculate it by the form of average rate of reaction. Okay, so we can say my average rate of reaction, suppose if I'm calculating for this, it would be equal to minus delta R by delta T is equal to minus R2 minus R1 divided by T2 minus T1. Am I clear or not? These R1, R2, T1, T2 tells me about the concentration of reactant at particular time and same as it is concentration of reactant at another time interval, suppose at 15 and 25. This is known to be your average rate of reaction. All right. Okay, lastly, I'm just telling you about the instantaneous rate of reaction. Then we would wrap up your class. Okay. See बच्चे, I have told you कि हमें जब किसी टाइम इंटरवल के दौरान अपना रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन को कैलकुलेट करना है, we can easily calculate it by the help of average rate of reaction. But if we have to calculate rate of reaction at a particular time, suppose I'm saying 20 minutes, we have to calculate it only and only at 20 minutes. So how we can differentiate it? How can we say that it is we can calculate rate of reaction? That is going to be instantaneous rate of reaction. Hence, we can say instantaneous rate of reaction is the rate of reaction which can be calculated at a particular instant of time. At a particular instant of time, either it is 20 minutes, either it is 25 minutes, that is going to be instantaneous rate of reaction. But if I have to calculate the relative rate of reaction, पहले 15 मिनट में रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन क्या था, लास्ट 15 मिनट में कितना हुआ है, क्या मेरा जो रिएक्शन की स्पीड है वो 15 मिनट के बाद इंक्रीज हुई है, डिक्रीज हुई है, that we can easily calculate by the average rate of reaction. Am I clear? So instantaneous rate of reaction, I would like to say it is known to be minus delta. I would represent it by C, just to differentiate. This is delta average and instantaneous is D. This would be minus R2 minus R1 at a particular time T. Okay, it could be the 15 minute, 20 minute, 25 minute, and so on. Clear? All right, class. This was all I wanted to discuss with you. You have been given example number 4.1 in your NCERT textbook. Please check it out. You have been given the butyl chloride, which is getting reacted with water to make product, and you have to calculate the average rate of reaction. You have been given different time intervals. You have to just put out this formula for each reactant concentration that is decreasing, and the time is also changing, and you can easily calculate the average rate of reaction. Clear? So this was all I want to describe you. Last but not the least, I just want to say about the unit of the rate of reaction. Let's see how is that possible. Okay, but say if I'm talking about average rate or instantaneous, it doesn't matter. We have a general specific formula which tells us that rate of reaction is change in concentration with respect to time. Either it is decreasing, either it is increasing of reactant or product, but there is a specific formula that we have a general ratio of concentration and time. So the rate of reaction, the unit would be mole per liter per second. The concentration was given in the form of mole per liter and the time per second. This would be specific for the rate of reaction. Okay, so the unit for the rate of reaction is mole per second. All right. So in tomorrow's class, we will discuss the more ways to calculate rate of reaction, and then we will start with the new topic, what are the orders. Okay. Abhi tak, I just want to revise, recapitulate what I have told you. I have just told you that chemical kinetics is something which tells us about the speed of the rate of reaction, which tells us how fastly, how slowly a reaction has been taking place. Okay. And this we can calculate by the change in concentration with respect to time. If I'm talking about the reactant, this is taken to be negative. If I'm taken as product, it will be taken as positive. Okay, and the unit would be mole per liter per second. Now the rate of reaction are of two types, average rate and instantaneous rate. Both tell us rate of reaction, but the only difference is average tells us at a particular time interval. Suppose I'm representing it delta R by delta T. Whereas the instantaneous gives us the rate of reaction at a particular instant. Suppose I'm saying that at 5 seconds, at 6 seconds, at 15 minutes. So it would be represented as dr by T minus upon time. All right. So this was all I wanted to describe to you. In tomorrow's class, we would start further. If there is any kind of doubt or query, please let me know. We are just going to leave the meeting. So this was all, students. Please revise this topic, chemical kinetics, and start to maintain its notes. We have just done simple concepts. What is the definition of it? What is the rate of reaction? What are types of rate of reaction? And what is the unit of rate of reaction?